Well now, I had made an excellent video for the recent international matches, but YouTube scythed down that potential oak tree before the acorn had even hit the ground. But not to leave you hanging, I've made a bite-sized, license-friendly, non-video video about how things didn't quite go to plan for our beloved Atlantic Islanders. Even if my plan of 9 points from 3 matches was a touch ambitious. The best thing about being a minnow in football is that you're never really on the receiving end of an upset. However, I would say a 1-1 draw with Moldova is. After all, Moldova were 70 places below the Faroe Islands in the FIFA World Rankings, which was roughly the gap between Portugal and Syria. It took a late goal from Meinhard Olsen, his first goal for the national team, to rescue a point on a disappointing night in Chisinau. Moldova's quality was shown in the next game, when they lost 8-0 to Denmark. Austria will forever be remembered in the Faroe Islands for the miracle of Landskrona, the Faroese victory in the very first competitive match. And this footage from 1990 is far more satisfying to watch than the 3-1 defeat last week. But the Faroe Islands did take the lead through new Dundalk signing Sonny Nattestad, and for 11 glorious minutes we could dream. But those pesky Austrians ruined the party by scoring 3 first-half goals. In my very first video about the national team, I said that Scotland would be beatable if they failed to win their opening 2 games. Well, draws with Austria and Israel weren't wins, but Scotland weren't pushovers in either game. So when the Faroe Islands team stopped in Edinburgh on their way back home for a quick kick around, they were up against a determined Scottish team in a derby match I want to call the Cold Firm. Unfortunately, Scotland took just 7 minutes to go ahead and looked comfortable, chalking up their biggest victory over the Faroe Islands in 15 years. That last big win was a 6-0 win where Chris Boyd bagged a brace. So overall, it's 1 point from 9, and the Faroe Islands sit fairly uncomfortably near the bottom of the table. Put the okra back in the fridge, there'll be no party in Tinganes this weekend. Their next international is a friendly against Iceland in June before the second round of internationals in September, where we welcome Israel, Denmark and Moldova to Tórshavn. None of them have ever been beaten by the Faroes, so let's make history in September. Tack for watching, like and subscribe if you enjoy clicking things, and I'll see you back in the league next time.